Hello again, and welcome back to the SWRA podcast, where aging, wellness, and wisdom intersect. I am your host, Maggie Lazar, and I am thrilled that you've decided to click on and listen to this short podcast where we talk about how we aging, how can we age well, and how do we learn wisdom and live in wisdom, wisdom living, something that I feel is super important. And I know not many of you are listening to this podcast right now, but I am hoping we're going to gain a following. Tell your friends and family this is your little morning pick me up encouragement. Okay, so today, I don't ever want to keep this long. But today I wanted to talk about balancing. When I was a young mom, there was a big, it was the buzzword. How do you balance family, children, marriage, career, self-development, community involvement, volunteering, church? As you know, it was a lot. Now that you are retired, and I do not like that word because I think work gets the connotation that is something that you're doing against your will, something that you're forced to do in exchange for a paycheck. But if you're not doing work for money, does that mean you're retired? And the thing is, retirement in itself has a connotation of doing nothing. For that reason, I do not like the word retirement. But here I am, 67, doing work I enjoy to do. No one is forcing me to do it. I am not doing it for a paycheck. Listen, these YouTube videos pay you very little. And some people are making decent money, but the effort, sometimes I feel like it's not worth the effort. But what I want to talk about right now is how do you balance your life in quote retirement? You're not working for someone, but how do you balance that? A lot of the sisters talk about self-care Sundays, which is lovely, where you just stay home, turn on, light some candles and put on some music and stay in your pajamas. I mean, that's lovely. But like today for me, today is a self-care day. And I'm at my computer. I am working, but I have the doors open. There is fresh air coming. My house is clean. If I decide to eat, I'm eating clean and fresh. To me, that is self-care. So balancing doesn't have to be on a designated day. It's how you choose to spend your time, making sure that you have enough time to recharge, enough time to engage in positive activities, eat something delicious, something that is nutritious, go for a walk, breathe in some fresh air, spend some time with your friends because, connection is super important. So balancing means you're looking at all those things and then you're saying, okay, I don't want to do more of this versus the other. So everything in scale. And then that's what we call homeostasis. Everything is at baseline. You're not overly stressed about anything. You do something and then you're like, okay, I need to rest. And I'm very good about that. But although I push though, I do push. But if I get to a point, my brain is starting to get, mushy, and I'm like, okay, I put down the laptop and I say, okay, let me go to the gym, let me go to for a walk, let me cook something, anything to kind of balance. And I think this is how you protect yourself, your body from the damage of free radicals and stress-related events and effects on your body. So be in tune with your body and do everything in scale. Everything needs to balance. Do not allow life to get you off the rail. And then when you're trying to correct it, it's going to be expensive and the damage would have been done. Let's not do that. So even if you're working or you retired, because you could be retired and running around way too much, you can still get some of that damage. All right. So go out there today and just keep in mind that everything should be in balance, that nothing should be out of balance, and make it a point and commit to living your life in balance. All right, so have a beautiful day. Go be an encourager, speak positivity into someone, and go be the best person you can be today. All right, I will see you tomorrow. God loves you, and you know I love you. Au revoir, à la prochaine, bonne journée, bye.